Hello everyone and welcome to my tutorial on writing game music. In this tutorial I want to take you through the steps that I use when writing game music. This is not the only process though, so keep that in mind, but it's one of the things that could help you get started if you're new to writing game music. So the program we are going to be using today to write our music is Logic Pro X. This is the program I use, but it doesn't mean you have to use it. The things we will be discussing here will apply to every DAW, so you can pick any one you'd like Fruity Loops or GarageBand or maybe Ableton or Reaper or any one of those. The steps I'm going to be talking about today are writing a melody, writing a bass line, picking the instruments and arranging the song. So step 1, melody. A melody consists of two things, namely the rhythm and the pitch. When I started out writing music, I focused solely on pitch and chords and stuff, and I didn't really focus on rhythm. This made my melodies very bland and boring. So what I like to do nowadays is focus on the rhythm first and just choose the pitches along the way. Usually later on I can even change the pitches a little bit if it fits the feeling of the song a little bit better. So the melody I wrote today was a simple 8-bar melody and it sounds like this. And that's the melody. So now it's time for step 2, the bass line. The bass line is usually really where the harmony starts to kick in. So we have this melody, and when writing a bass line, you dictate how the melody is perceived, so you give emotion to the melody that's already there by choosing the right bass notes. When writing a bass line, I start out with the pitch, and then I assign a groove to it. By starting out with the pitch, I can check how the harmony sounds with the melody, and with the groove, I can get a feeling of how the song will sound in its totality. So step 3, the instrumentation. Up until this point, I've been writing everything in the piano, and now it's time to give the song more of its own character and pick the instruments. When picking the instruments, I usually look at what game am I making the music for and pick the instruments accordingly. So now we've picked the instruments and we begin to get an understanding of how the song sounds as a whole. So this is the point where it's time to arrange the song into a more interesting composition. Because if it's only these few bars all the time on a loop, it will get boring quite quickly. One of the most basic arrangements I like to use is A1, B1, A2, B2 and then a C section. This way we avoid repeating the same thing over and over again by putting in all these different kinds of melodies. To come up with these other sections, I usually repeat the first 3 steps, but one of the things I also do is take away some of the elements from the instrumentation in the first A and B section. This way there's a little bit of a build-up in the first A and B section to the second A and B section. And that's basically it. So now we have a song from scratch. I hope you learned something in this tutorial. If you would like me to go in depth on something you've seen in this tutorial or have some questions about my workflow, then please leave a comment in the comment section down below. For now, I hope you enjoyed this video and please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.